My name, okay, introduce myself. My name is Yosina Maria Gisha Kabaresi, NIM 33210097, Test 2 Applied Linguistic. Solve all cases. Solve all cases to the problem number 1. Solve all cases study problem number 1. Number 1. Mr. Thompson is linguistic studying the use of language in news reporting. He is particularly interested in how language can convey bias, shape public opinion, and influence the perception of news events. Mr. Thompson analyzed articles from various news outlets covering the same event to identify linguistic patterns that may indicate bias. He also considered the impact of these linguistic choices on the audience understanding and interpretation of the news. Question number 1. What linguistic features should Mr. Thompson focus on identify bias in news reporting? Discuss at least three features and explain how they can contribute to bias reporting. Answer. To identify bias in news reporting, Mr. Thompson should focus on the following linguistic features. Number 1. Word choice, connotation, explanation. The specific words and phrases chosen by journalists can carry connotation that influence the reader perception. Words can be loaded with positive or negative implication that subtly shape the narrative. Contribution to bias, for example, referring a group freedom fighter versus terrorist, can lead vastly different perception. The same group, the former has a positive connotation suggesting a noble cause, while the latter has a negative connotation suggesting violence and extremism. Number 2, framing and focus. Explanation framing involves how the information is presented and which aspect of story are emphasized or downplayed. The focus can be content, even issue, or perspective, influencing how the audience interprets the news. Contribution to bias by emphasizing certain facts over other journalists can shape the narrative. For example, focus the economic impact of immigration rather than the humanitarian aspect can create bias toward viewing immigration as primarily an economic issue. Commission and number 3, commission and selection of source. Explanation, the choices, search, and omission certain viewpoint or fact can lead to bias representation of event, including diverse source and perspective is crucial of balance supporting. Number 2, contribution to bias. If a news only includes source from one side, if an issue can skew the reader understanding. For example, only quoting government officials in story about protests without including voices from the protests can present a one-side view. These linguistic features are key in shaping how news perceive and contribute significant to bias reporting if not handled with objective and balance. Problem 2. Imagine you are a language planner working for the government. If country with dispersed linguistic landscape, the country has several indigenous languages spoken by different ethnic groups as well dominant national languages for official purpose. Your task is develop language policy that promote linguistic diversity while ensuring effective communication and national unity. Question number 1. How can the government promote the use perception of indigenous language through education? The answer: incorporate indigenous language into the curriculum. Explanation: integrating indigenous language into the national curriculum for primary, secondary level ensure the students learn the language formally. Number two, implementation. This can include offering indigenous language as subject, developing textbooks and teaching material in this language, and interpreting them into daily classroom activity. For example, indigenous language classes could be made compulsory for all students in the area where these languages are spoken. Thank you.